Welcome to another piano tutorial quickie, a lovely old classic tune today in 3 time. I'll play a demo for you and then we'll go through the sheet music line by line and work out what's going on. Off I go. Let's have a look at the sheet music. If you have a look at the first line of Lavender's Blue, you can see that we've got a moderately fast indication at the beginning of the music and a time signature of 3/4, so we're counting 3 beats in a bar. We've also got an MF symbol at the start, indicating that we need to play this tune moderately loudly. Let's have a look at the right hand. We're starting on middle C with our thumb, and then we're going up to G with our little finger, and we're counting 3. I'm going to put the ands in because coming up in the next bar we've got some quavers. Let's go. 1 and 2 and 3, and in the next bar we're playing middle C and G together on the beat 1. 1 and 2 and 3 and. Let's do that again. 1, 2 and 3 and 1 and come down the F, E, D and C. You'll see that there's a curved line underneath that group of 4 notes, the F, E, D and middle C, indicating that they need to be played legato or connected and smoothly rather than detached like that. Let's have a look at what comes next. Then we're playing middle C again, 1 and 2, stretching up to the A, and then in the last bar we're playing those 2 notes together, the middle C and the A. Let's do the first line in the right hand. 1, 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1, 2, 3. Good. Let's have a look at the left hand. We've got a nice chord starting off, a C chord, the C, E and G. We're playing that on beat 1. And then having a rest on beats 2 and beats 3. The next bar is the same, C chord, and then a rest on beats 2 and 3. Then we're just going to move our thumb up to the A and play the C, the F and the A in our next chord, as a little F chord, a little inversion. Playing that on beat 1 and then a rest 2 and 3, and then we've got a bit of an pa thing happening on the same notes in the last bar. C, and then the F and the A. You could play them like that if you wanted to, or you could hold that bottom note down if you wanted a sustained effect. So let's play the left hand from start to finish in that line 1. 1, rest, 3, 1, rest, 3, F chord, rest, 3, 1, 2, 3. Good. Let's put that together nice and slowly. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2 and 3 and 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. The tricky part is getting your hands coordinated. You have to remember to come off with your left hand while you're still playing those notes in the right hand. And that can be quite tricky for your brain to manage. The secret is take it nice and slowly and give your brain enough time to process all the bits and pieces that it needs to in order for your hands to do different things at the same time. Let's have a look at the next line. We'll do the right hand again. Looks fairly similar to me except for the last little bit. Let's do the first bar. We've got middle C again. 1 and 2 and 3, so up to G. In the next bar we've got our interval again, down those 4 notes, and in the next bar we've got 1 and 2 and 3 and 1, 2, 3. So in the second last bar we've got F and then down to the E and then the D and then middle C. Let's do that second line. 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 2, 3. Good. Let's have a look at the left hand. Fairly similar. We've got our C chord to start with. 1, rest, 2 and 3, 2, 2, 3. Then instead of playing the full F triad, we're just going to be playing the C and the A. 1, then move your thumb down to the C and the G, 2, and then second finger for the F, and the bottom note stays the same. So we're playing the C note 3 times, but we're moving our thumb down from the A to the G, and then our second finger's coming in with the F. So altogether that little interval run is 1, 2, 3, and in the last bar we're finishing off that little run with a little part of a C chord, little finger on the C, third finger on the E, and then for the last part of that bar we've got a little left hand run, 2 and 3 and coming down from the G. So let's do that little bit from the third bar. 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and good. Let's do the whole second line. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2 and 3 and. At the end of that second line, you'll notice that we've got some dots in front of our double bar line. They mean repeat. So we need to go back to the start of the music and repeat those 2 lines, that little section. Once you've done that, we come to our third line of music, which is like a little coda or a little ending. Let's have a look at the right hand again. Nothing on the first beat, we've got a rest, and then we've got little finger on G, and we've got a little run down to middle C that starts on beat 2. It'll go like this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 1. Rest for 2, rest for 3. In the next bar there's another rest, and then we're finishing off with a little interval, middle C and G with your first and third finger on beats 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Then we're done. Let's do that whole line again with our right hand. 1 and 2 and 3 and 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Excellent. Let's have a look at our left hand. We're starting on C with our little finger. That's the only thing happening in the first bar. It's pretty quiet. 1, 2, 3, 1. Then our little left hand run from G down to C. 2 and 3 and 1. And then finishing with a little interval. C and G, C and G, and then C and G again. Let's do the left hand. 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1, 2, 3. Let's do that together. 1 and 2 and 3 and 1, 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1, 2, 3. Apart from the notes, there are a few other signs and symbols in that last line. We have got our triangle lying on its side, which is a diminuendo sign, meaning that we need to get gradually softer as we play down those little runs. After that little triangle sign, we've got the symbol P, which is short for the Italian word piano, meaning soft. So by the time we get to that third bar, we should be playing softly. After that, we've got the Italian term ritardando, which means gradually slower and hold it back. So we get gradually softer, gradually slower, and on that last note, we can hold that for as long as we want, because that little semicircle with the dot is a pause, and that means just hang on to that note for as long as you want to. And that's it.